Weather changing by then.
Yes, it's kind of we're in this roller coaster ride. All winter long it's been warm, then cold, then warm, then cold, and warm, then cold. And I've been working on an update to the long range winter forecast because I can't let a rodent do my job.
That's true.
Yes. So let's talk about some of what we're going to be talking about in the coming weeks. For that full forecast, you're going to have to tune in after the Super Bowl. So giant tease. That's on the 11th. Is it on the 11th? Yeah, Super Bowl's on the 11th. They got in my ear and let me know. Thank you. Slow, steady cool down in the works. Wetter weather pattern settles in, and rodents can't forecast. I mean, they probably can. They're probably better at it than I am. You know what? I should change that, but I'm not going to. There's our storm off the coast. Impressive push of moisture hitting much of California. We wind up getting some of that. A lot of it's getting hung up in the mountains and over on the west side. We knew that would happen, but here, watch how this all plays out. Eventually, we wind up getting a little more moisture moving in. I think tomorrow's a much wetter day for us here in eastern Washington and North Idaho. If you got the car washed, good. It probably needed it. It always helps to get a car wash. Eventually, we wind up seeing more moisture kind of work its way out Thursday afternoon, but yeah, your car wash is going to be ruined. And then eventually, as we move into Friday, it looks like we get kind of another push of that moisture that kind of moves in and brings us another round of showers. So not necessarily done with it just yet. It's a wetter weather pattern that settles in. Overall, what it looks like is that we go from this to eventually starting to see a little bit of a shift. We talked about this shift the past few days. So first, it's an atmospheric river just pummeling California. For us, it's wet and mild the next couple of days. But we eventually get this little bit of a convergence zone. We get cold pushing in from the north, and that is going to drop our snow levels to right around 3,000 feet. Sometimes it might even come down as low as like 27 or 2,500 feet, which means we might see a couple of snowflakes in Spokane. That's me just hoping for any sort of snow we can possibly get. But overall, I think our winter stays pretty mild, meaning spring likely arrives a bit early. I put both his hands on there, and I made a much bigger version of the groundhog because I thought it was so funny yesterday. I'm sorry. It's just funny to me. We cool down for the next, say, week and a half. And then after that, it looks like we turn the corner and head back into a very warm stretch as we move into kind of the next 3 months, February, March, April. So does spring arrive early? I think so. Anyway, back to this. You got to wait 2 more days for the rodents forecast. Showers Thursday, Friday, scattered showers Saturday, Sunday, chance of rain and snow. Here's my gripe with the rodent. Let me just get this straight. There's so many lights, he's gonna see his shadow whether it's cloudy or not. And that's not how they forecast for themselves anyway. I don't know because I've never talked to one.
That's just your theory. I think your groundhog looks more like an owl, but that's kind of beside the point. But hey, no matter what it is, if it says early spring, I'm into it.
All right.
Thanks, Jeremy.